guys, Ralph here. True Power Trumpet Fitness, and welcome to Terrific Tuesday here in Connecticut. As you can see, the sun is flowing into my studio. It's a beautiful December day, cold, but I am living in the Northeast, and what I'm going to complain about cold in December. Anyway, I have played a lot today. You saw the thumbnail. Unlimited tone. That's an odd way of putting it, but I'll explain in a minute. Okay? That'll be my holiday gift to you. Anyway, I have played a lot today, so if endurance was going to be an issue, it will come right now. Let's see what we got. Anyway, loud double C's that would get me a job in Maynard's band, and a lyrical tone that will get me a third trumpet job in the Boston Symphony. Anyway, my gift to you guys, $10. Guys, that's the nicest thing I could do for anybody. $10. $10. Name one other book that gives you unlimited double C's for $10. Name one. Don't bother. There isn't one. There isn't one. Claude Gardin, Caruso, there isn't one. All right? Now, with that said, let's talk about tone a little bit. I have to say, of all the haters, and I don't get many. I really don't get many. But of all the haters, they say, no tone. We don't like your tone. Guys, that to me is so silly. Tone is so subjective. What's in my ears may not be in your ears. The fact that I'm doing it on a laptop without reverb, all the other channels and all the other guys are all doing it with very expensive microphones, and I'm choosing to do that. So it's no big. I could go out and do it if I want, but I don't feel like it. Okay? But again, that to me is silly. Now, if the Miles Davis tone, whatever, doesn't happen to be your cup of tea, that's one thing. But again, tone is so subjective. Now, with that said, there has to be some criteria to what is a good tone and a bad tone. There has to be. Okay? So I'm going to give a few of my criteria now. And again, if you have different opinions, leave them down in the comments or email me. And I have no problem with you emailing me. That's fine. I get more emails than I do comment. Much more emails than I do comment. It's about 10 to 1. Anyway, where was I? Okay. Criteria. The tone has got to be centered. It has to be centered. Guys, two of the most glorious tones I've ever heard in my life were three. Harry Glantz, Harry James, and Adolph Herseth. And all three of them said many times throughout their lives they admired the other one. They admired the other. Adolph Herseth said that the three most exciting, best trumpet players he ever heard were Harry Glantz, Harry James, and Maynard Ferguson. That's Herseth, not me. They are very much, when you listen to the center of tone, they are very, very close. Okay? It's got to be centered. Guys, if it's not centered, you have no intonation, and then you're lost. And I see so many of these guys trying to play so wide, so dark, so tubby, for whatever reason, I don't know. They lose center, and there's no intonation. They can't play with anybody. Okay? Got to be centered. It has to be brilliant. It has to be, guys. The nature of the instrument is a very, very brilliant instrument. They've knocked down the walls of Jericho. I mean, we can go on and on. Now that's biblical, and I'm saying that half tongue in cheek, but it has to. The nature of the instrument is brilliant. And once again, you think of your great players that you admire: Herseth, Harry Glantz, Harry James, Horst Fischer. I mean, we go Maurice Andre. They were all very, very brilliant tones. Now, the orchestral guys, like Mel Broyles used to say, sometimes you gotta lay down the sword and dagger and caress the baby. Yes, the Harry Glantz, Herseth of the world, when they're playing something lyrical, could take the brilliance off and play lyrically. That's what I'm getting to when I'm saying unlimited tone, and we'll get to this. Okay? You don't have to change your mouthpiece every time you want to timbre, change the timbre. You don't have to. Okay? Centered, brilliant, and guys, get the air out. Okay, look, you Miles Davis guys, I get it. I get it. It's a style, I get it. And like I said at the beginning, who am I to say it's wrong? I'm not. Okay? But if you get the air and the fuzziness out of the tone, I think it's clean, brilliant, and centered. That's what we're after. Centered, clean, and brilliant. Those are my criteria. Now, some of you guys may think differently, but that's it. Now, also, when we go back to the tubbiness, I guess that's where a lot of the time the air comes in. Because, again, to play that way, you are distorting the sound of the trumpet so badly that you're playing it wrong, and ultimately, it's not going to work. I'll never forget, years and years ago, when Gerard Schwartz was the principal trumpet player of the New York Philharmonic, he came and took a handful of lessons with Jerry. Okay? And Jerry ran him through the stuff, tone, power, range, and endurance. And he took, after about 3 lessons, I believe, he says, Jerome, I get what you're saying. I get it. But I don't want to sound like that. I don't want to sound like an oboe. And Jerry was dumbfounded. He says, if you want to sound like an oboe, play an oboe. He says, no. All I care about is the handful of seats around me. And Jerry told him, they're going to carry you out on your shield. If you think that way, you need the power. The hall at that time, the Avery Fisher, or was it Alice Tully? I get those mixed up. Doesn't matter. The Philharmonic Hall at that time was an absolute disaster as far as acoustics. And Jerry told him, you're going to get, guys, if you want to sound like an oboe, play an oboe. If you want to sound like a French horn, but centered, clean, and brilliant. And sure enough, Schwartz lost his chops. He couldn't get through a Mahler cycle. They were playing Mahler night after night after night, and he crashed. Didn't get tenure. That's a fact. Now he conducts. Brilliant musician, no chops. He was trying to alter the sound of the trumpet so badly that it altered the way you're supposed to play correctly. Now, unlimited tone. When you play with the True Power system and a 1SS or 1SB or 1SC, you do get so relaxed and you have so much control over it that you can alter the timbre of the tone right while you're playing. Right in the middle of a performance, you want to sound like Maynard on one thing and you want to sound like Harry Glantz on the other, you can alter that timbre because you have so much control. I do this almost every single lesson with my guys. When the chops are feeling good, I say, okay, play that Clark study. Number 2 on the key of C. Okay, play it in an absolute whisper, like it's just you and a violin. And it sings. It sings. It's the same air intake, the same setup, everything. Then I say, okay, play the same thing. No more air, no more tension, nothing, but play the same thing like you're playing with Maynard Ferguson. And they got it. Guys, you can do that. That's why I said unlimited tone. You can make it anything you want. And once you get the hang of it, because we are controlling not only the compression, but we are controlling the oral cavity as well. You have that luxury of playing with unlimited tone. And that, folks, unlimited double C's, and unlimited tone. Gotta go. The world is yours. That is my holiday gift to you for $10. You can go on the website, it is up on the website, or you can email me and I'll attach it to an email, whichever is easier for you. Love you all. Eat and drink your fruits and vegetables and live your life with true power.